Yes.
Faith, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I grew up in San Bernardino.
San Bernardino. And tell me about your family growing up. You had both your parents?
No, I just had my mom. I didn't know my dad.
How was your childhood with mom?
My mother, she usually she put men before me. And whatever a man said or whatever he wanted to do, she let him do it.
Your mom was into drugs, I assume?
Yes.
And that's probably how she'd pay for her drugs?
Yes, she would.
That was going on for you at what age?
I was about 11.
And did it continue? Or?
It continued until I was able to leave.
Until when?
Until I was able to leave. Well, witch's assistant took me out.
When did you leave home?
I was able to leave. Well, I got taken away from my mother when I was around 14. But I was never at home really.
Where'd you go at 14?
At 14, I went to a placement for about 2 years. And that's when my auntie had took me in. And the same cycle had started because I had a baby by my baby father was my parent. And when I was 13, going on 14, I got pregnant. And I had a baby at 14.
Oh, so you started working as a prostitute very early?
Yes.
What age did you start?
I started around about 11. It got serious around about 12 and a half.
And how did that happen?
A lot of grown men. My mother introduced me to a lot of grown men.
Oh, so you were already doing it since you were a young child?
Yes.
And then you were doing it on your own at 11 or 12?
I started doing it on my own at 12.
And the guys would know you're underage, obviously.
They act like they wouldn't know, but I know that they do know because I looked young.
Yeah. Did you finish school?
No.
How far did you go?
I went to about 11th grade, and I stopped.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm going to be 20. Amen.
And you're currently working still? You work Figaro or Western? Or
Yes.
which one? Or both?
I work both.
No. And you're doing this on your own or with a pimp now?
I have a pimp.
How is that relationship?
He beats me. He makes me go out there and do whatever he tells me to do. Doesn't matter. And if he doesn't get his way, he beats me even harder. Ends up with bruises, scars. Feels like I'm gonna die sometimes, but I am surviving.
Do you feel like you can get away?
It's very hard. He's a crazy man. It's life-threatening.
I'm sure he's part of a gang.
Yes.
So it's not as easy as just going to the cops. It becomes very difficult.
He's a very dangerous man.
Yeah.
And he's willing to do whatever just to make them happy. Whatever satisfies them. If they don't feel like they're satisfied, they're gonna do whatever they do to get whatever they want.
And you have other wifeys, other girls that are under him?
I haven't really met him. He keeps me captive, in a box. So I met one of them before, but that was me he forced me to beat her up. And then he was beating her up at the same time. It was a very funny scene. I didn't understand why. I was hurt, I didn't want to do it, but I was forced to.
And I'm sure you have a quota every night?
Yes.
How much do you have to make every night?
At least 1,000 more.
And typically, what hours will you work?
I'm basically all hours of the day. I barely get breaks.
You work every day?
Yes.
When's the last time you had a day off?
It's been a while. I say when I was in the hospital.
I'm afraid to ask, what were you in the hospital for?
I had a baby.
Oh, you had a baby. So how many children do you have now?
I have 3.
And who are you raising them?
No.
Where are the children?
They're with my family. My aunt.
And your family knows that you're doing this?
Yeah. They know they don't want any parts because they don't want like any trouble or any harm towards them.
Yeah, because it's dangerous to the family.
Yeah, so I keep it away from them.
And why are the police not the answer to the situation that you're in?
I don't know. Like I tried to, get help and all that, but they saying I have to do like restraining orders and everything that's not like what's supposed to happen right then and there.
Yeah, the gangs operate on a very different set of rules than the police or anyone else, especially in South Central.
And it's not like I'm ever like, when they saying that they have to be there when it's happening, but when it's happening, I don't have a phone, like, or he won't let me get in contact with anything. Yeah. So it's not easy to catch it right when I'm getting beaten.
Right.
It just sounded crazy when I said it.
And your situation is a common one, right? It's not like you're one of a million. There's probably a lot of girls that are in a very similar situation to yours.
Yeah, I just haven't like really met a lot.
No, but I have. I think there's a lot of this going on down there. And how does doing this lifestyle that you have now, how does this affect you? You've been doing it since you were a young girl.
It hurts me. I know one day I'll find a way out. I just pray to God that that's something, just a blessing comes along and saves me.
Did you have dreams of doing something with your life other than working the streets?
I do. I used to want to become a lawyer or a nurse, like something to involve helping people. Because I know I want to be helped. And I have more sympathy towards people in need, children, older. I don't like abuse at all. Like, if I'm able to help, I would love to serve my life as helping children and, abuse people like me.
Do you have friends?
I wouldn't call them friends. A lot of people that I thought I can trust, I always led me wrong. So I never try to have anybody close to me. I just can't trust anybody. I have trust issues.
I'm sure. Are drugs a part of your life?
Not commonly.
I'm sorry?
Not commonly, but sometimes, not all the time.
Is that crystal meth?
Sometimes.
You get to see your children?
Not really, not often. On the phone, FaceTime. But I really don't get to see them. I miss them a lot though.
Is this a lonely lifestyle for you? Seems like it.
But I know God has a plan that I'll be able to get them back. And I'll be a family. I just wouldn't want a man to be a part of it because I just can't trust men. Especially as much as abuse I have went through with them. I don't know if it's really such thing as love out there. I don't believe love is true. How could you say that you love somebody but you hurt them so bad? How could you hurt something that you love so much?
Did you ever see any examples of a loving relationship when you were young?
No. I haven't seen any relationships that would be. I came from abusive nature, a very abusive nature. My family was always violent. They didn't show that they love each other as much as they say they do. But love is something that I'm still questioning myself, what it is.
How's your relationship with your mom now?
My mother is the same person. I don't think she ever gonna change. She still has the sick mind that she has. But she grew up through abuse as a child too. So I don't know if she knows how to love.
But you seem to be of the mindset that you could break the cycle.
Yes.
It seems like.
I'm praying to God that I'll find a way to.
Do you sometimes feel that life is unfair?
Yes, a lot. I question why I have to go through this, why I have to be me, why do I have to suffer so much? And when will the suffering ever be over? I just lived a life with a lot of pain. I never felt the love and the care that I needed. Never had the attention that I needed.
You feel betrayed by your mom? And maybe your dad too?
I do. I wish that my dad was in my life to show me what a man is supposed to be. And I wish my mother was a mother to protect me. Instead of giving me up so easily.
Do you still have hope?
I have a lot of hope.
You seem to.
I'm not going to give up until I see that the real truth, if there's a way out. I know there's a way out. It's just not as easy as it looks.
No. I mean, for viewers that don't quite understand what's going on, the gangs in South Central are incredibly powerful and very dangerous. And you can't just go to the police. You can't just leave. You can't just walk away, and I can't step in and protect you and without some kind of repercussions.
Yes, either way they're going to try to find me.
Or your family.
And hurt me or whoever's close to me.
Yeah. And that's the problem. Because if you didn't have that in play, then you could just walk away and go somewhere else and go live somewhere else or do whatever you like. But is it almost like you're a prisoner?
It feels like that. It feels like walls are caving in and I'm not free. I feel like I have no freedom. I don't have no say-so of anything in my life. Like I'm being controlled like a puppet.
It's gotta be depressing.
It is.
What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of losing my life. When my life hadn't even started.
Yeah. Tell me about the guys who are your customers, the guys who pick you up.
They're just guys that want one thing and one thing only. They don't care if they're rough. As long as they're satisfied, that's all that matters to them. They don't have no respect for us. They don't look at us with no respect. It's like we're not even human to them.
Did you have any good, positive role models in your life when you were a young girl? Your mom was certainly not one, Tom.
My grandmother. My grandmother had a big heart, and she tried her best to keep our family together. But it kept making her sick because she stressed so much, and there's so much she could do. But she was a strong woman.
How were you introduced to crystal meth?
It was from a white guy that was supposed to be saving me from my mother's boyfriend. My mother's boyfriend had a gun to my forehead, and was going to kill me. And that's when this one white dude came out, and he had saved me. He had a rifle on him, and that's when my mother's boyfriend had jumped the fence and just got on. and I had stayed with that white dude, but I didn't know like what he did or anything until he had went to go pick up something, took me back to the room, and the first drug I ever tried was heroin. I didn't like it. I had smoked it and it made me feel too good, and it was too good to be true. I never wanted to try it again. And then he introduced me to crystal meth. Ever since then, I've been hooked on it ever since. I like it too much.
And it helps you stay up all night and work?
It helps me stay focused while I'm working, and it helps me stay up.
Have you had bad things happen to you when you've been working on the streets?
Yes.
What kind of stuff have you
I
gone through?
have been raped. I've been tortured. I have been brought to places that I don't even know where I'm at. Like, I've had somebody took me to the mountains. I've been to far places, like way out that I didn't know where I was at all. Like, I have never been to. And I didn't even know how to get back sometimes, but obviously I got back. It was a lot of sick stuff that happened to me. A lot of pain and confusion that hurt me.
What have you learned about men from doing this kind of work, from going through those kind of experiences?
It's a lot of sick ass men out there, and you cannot trust all men. All men is not to be trusted, no matter how they come at you. You never know who they are until they show you true colors. You can be with a man for a lot of years and you still wouldn't know who they are. You have to be careful, very careful for men. They'll put you in situations that you never think that you'd be in.
And do you get asked to do things like have sex without a condom and things like that?
Yes, and a lot of men force on you, try to trick you. A lot of sickness, like, it doesn't matter to them. As long as they're satisfied, that's all they care.
Do you ever end up doing things that you wish you hadn't in terms of risky
Forced to. A lot of force. Like, most of the time, they don't try to give us a choice. And I don't have the strength of a man, so it's like I can't overpower them. So most of the time I have to deal with it.
Have you ever been out of South Central? Have you ever traveled anywhere?
The furthest I've been to Vegas. I haven't even been out of like.
And where'd you go to Vegas for? To work?
To work.
Your pimp would take you there?
Yes.
Have you had more than one pimp or just one?
I had more than one pimp.
How many pimps have you had?
I've been tossed around like a beanbag. I can't even like really count.
How do you typically go from one pimp, or how do you leave a pimp? How have you left some of your pimps?
It's either they leave me or then toss me on to the next person, or something happens to them, they go to jail. It just happens that way. They just toss me around like a beanbag, from one pimp to another.
Do you think that if you grew up in another part of the country, a better neighborhood perhaps, that this may not have happened?
Yeah. I would have had more, like, my parents would be more sophisticated in the mind than what they are now. They wouldn't be so close and so blind to what they're doing to themselves that's hurting us.
What is your mom's drug? Is it crack or Christian meth?
My mother, she's alcoholic. She did a lot of pills. She did crystal. And that's all I knew of. Probably more.
If you could have changed one thing about your childhood, what would you have changed?
Can't say I have to change my mother. I probably changed the way I dressed.
Change what?
Like the way I was. I wouldn't be so girly girl.
Yeah.
I probably like would be boyish, so I wouldn't have attention from men.
Is there a culture in South Central that these girls that walk the street and dress as a lot of girls on Figaro or Western Will is like it's glamorous?
More of a sex symbol.
Yeah, it's almost like a modeling, like a fashion show.
Yeah, it's like a runway.
Yeah. So a young girl drives by and sees that, and it becomes like something you aspire to. No?
Yeah, and it's sad because they don't know what all comes with it until they actually do it. They don't understand how hard it is to get away from it. It's a deep game, and it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop playing, especially if that's all you know.
Are you saving any money doing this? You're giving it all away to your pimp, I assume.
Yeah, he knows where I could hide the money.
So you're not able to keep any of it?
Only if I send it away. Sometimes I'll send some Western Union to my mother so she can send it to my aunt or something. But I try not to do it that way so many times because I don't even trust my mother. But
What do you think most people don't understand about girls that do this kind of work?
they don't understand the pain that we go through and the abuse that we feel and the loneliness. It's a very harsh game. And most of the time they ain't our fault.
I think if the men that pick you up understood how much trauma and pain is behind,
And they probably have more sympathy.
they probably wouldn't treat you the way they do.
Right. But most of these men are sick.
I'm sorry?
There's a lot of sick men out there. Only if the world wasn't like that, but it is. I feel sorry for the generation that's growing up, all the little girls have to suffer through it. And I know exactly how that pain feels. Only if there's a way to save all the little girls that's going through the abuse that we go through, but it's not. Only if the system took it as serious as it needs to be taken, then it would be less girls going through it. But the system, they overlook it.
What do you think the answer to the whole situation is? Is the problem poverty? Is the problem that these families are desperate to survive somehow?
Yes, I think it comes from a lot of stress and a lot of worriness that has a person going through trusting somebody and doing things that they have to do to survive.
A combination of poverty and broken families and lack of education and lack of opportunities.
Yes.
Just creates a snake pit where everyone's a hustler and everyone's conning everyone.
Yes. It's like the place that you come from is where a person's going to look at you as. They look down on the ones that come from the ghetto because they don't know how the ghetto is. And they don't understand how the way we act, how the way we talk. They don't understand why we talk that way, but it's like because we don't know no better. If we would have had more knowledge and more attention to be taught another way, it would be different. But they don't focus on it as much.
And then you throw racism on top of everything else and it becomes a very stubborn problem.
It builds a lot of hatred. And it shouldn't even be that way because at the end of the day, we're all human. No matter what skin color we are, we came from the same place. We talk the same, we walk the same, we have the same body parts. It's just the color of our skin that changes it.
You seem very evolved for a girl that comes from the family and the environment that you're in. Why do you think you're thinking the way you are and saying the things you are?
My family are mixed. My sister, she's half white. My grandmother, she's half white. My dad, he's Samoan. So it's like we have like mixtures in our family.
It's a blend of all kinds of.
Yeah, and half of my family, like, they look down on the dark skinned ones because they're lighter than us. I'm like one of the darker skins.
Is there like a hierarchy of skin color in the Black community?
Yeah, it's a lot of like racism.
Like the darker you are, the
darker you are, the worse you are. That's what they look.
the less what? Less desirable?
Basically, we don't. The darker we are, we're not as much wanted as the lighter skins. I don't understand why, but they say that we're more uglier and stupider and all that. Like, it's just, they look down on the darker skin.
Just like racism, even in the Black community.
They look more of the beauty instead of like what it should be, basically, the person that we are.
Faith, what do you say is the most important thing you've learned in your 20 years?
The most important thing that I've learned is to survive, how to stay alive. That's the most important.
You're a survivor, that's for sure. All right, Faith, thank you so much for sharing your story. I wish you the best of luck out there.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.